What's going on? It's your boy Beard Existence, and I am back to do another video for you guys. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the differences in hair texture and how that directly impacts the differences in routine. And we're going to go ahead and put to bed the idea or notion that there is this one size fits all approach to taking care of your beards. Okay, so I know there's a lot of information out on YouTube regarding beard care, but a lot of times the application of the information is more important than the information itself, and understanding when, how, or if it even applies to your beard or your beard texture. So we got to break that down. We're going to talk about different hair textures and how that is definitely related to the differences in routine, and why the notion that there is this one size fits all approach to beard care in and out of the bearded community, and why that is totally wrong. And if you follow a lot of those steps, it's going to slow down your process of being able to reach some of the goals that you want to reach, as far as having a longer or a healthier beard. We're going to talk about some of the things that affect a curlier, coarse type hair more than it would a straighter hair. So shampoos, heated styling tools, certain chemicals, certain way you manipulate or comb the beard. You have to be a lot more gentle when styling and combing curlier, coarse hair. You also have to realize that when you have a curlier hair, there's a lot more friction and stress and strain placed on that hair when trying to comb it out. And I know a lot of my brothers out there, when you're combing your beard, you hear that snapping and popping when you're pulling your comb through. Try to do it so that that does not happen, because I just envision, those tangles popping out and you breaking hairs, and those jagged edges turning into split ends, and you ending up with breakage and stuff like that. Before we get any farther, you have different types of hairs, okay? And we're gonna talk about those. You have straight hair, okay? You have wavy hair, you have curly hair, and then you have like a tightly spiral coiled hair, okay? Along with those different hair types, the follicle shape is different, and that is the hair type is directly related to the shape of the hair follicle. So straight hair, you have a more of a round follicle. Wavy hair, the follicle is a little bit more oval. Curly hair, the follicle starts to flatten out a little bit more and gets even more oval. And then tightly coiled hair, the follicle is even flatter. All right. Now, part of the differences in having the different hair types, you're going to need to care for the hair differently, depending on what hair type you have. Just to use this as an example, I hear a lot that beard oil is not for the hair. Beard oil is for the skin, okay? And one of the main reasons why I say it's not a one size fits all is because that is going to be true enough for some people that they won't start to end up with beard dryness and breakage and split ends, to the point that they're not going to be able to reach their beard goals, because that may be true for them. And this is the reason why. If your beard is straighter, the naturally producing oils, sebum oil, okay, it's a naturally producing oil that your body produces that gets distributed throughout your hair. If you have a straighter hair texture, that sebum oil can travel easier from the follicle to the tip of that hair. Now, if you have a more curly or coil type hair, where your hair is really curled or coily, I'll put a hair up so you can see. That natural sebum oil is not going to distribute from the follicle to the tip as easy, and that leads to dryness, which in turn leads to breakage and an unhealthy beard, okay? Now, that is why people with curlier textured hair suffer a lot more from hair dryness and breakage and split ends than people with straighter hair. So when you hear this thing that beard oil is for the skin, beard oil is not for the hair, that is because for some people, the nourishment of applying that oil to the skin is good enough, and just, you know, getting a little bit on the hair works fine, because the body's naturally producing sebum oil is going to spread throughout that hair, and that person probably won't see much, if any, breakage and split ends and things like that. And some people with straighter texture hair can get away with never putting anything in their beard, and they can grow healthy, long beards without any product at all. Okay, so now on the flip side, someone with a coiled, curlier type beard, you're not only going to need beard oil on the skin, but you're going to need to distribute your oil and your products throughout the hair. Otherwise, you're never going to see the length and the health that you're looking for out of your beard, because you're going to experience breakage and split ends. And that same very thing that I'm talking about, the differences in the hair, also plays a part in your styling, all right? Curly textured hair is more fragile when it comes to products with chemicals, also when it comes to using heated styling tools. So if you're using blow dryers and hot brushes and hot combs and things like that, and you have a curlier beard that is already a lot drier than a straighter beard, and then you apply heat to it, direct heat, which sucks the moisture out of the hair, you're more likely going to experience some damage. If you have a curlier, coarse, coiled hair type, your main job, if you want to grow a healthy or a long beard, is going to try to figure out the best routine possible to trap moisture in your beard for as long a period of time as possible. Okay, so I hope I gave you guys an understanding of what I was trying to say. This was a tough topic to tackle, and I wanted to try and get it into a small size video and not have the video run on too long. And so what I know I'm gonna have to do, this is gonna be a video that I'm gonna have to come back and address, because there's so many different parts and so many different moving parts to this topic. But I just want to make sure that you brothers understand that there are definitely differences in the feel, the texture, and the look of the beard. And along with those differences, there's going to be some differences in routines. Now, I'm not saying that products are not going to work for all groups, because you know, they will. There's going to be benefits to beard oils, beard butters, and balms, you know, across all groups. But the difference is the way they're used and the routines are going to be a little different. And there's some things, depending on your beard type, when you get information and you see information out there, you may have to tweak to make sure it works the right way for your particular beard. This was a tough topic to try and squeeze in and get all my points across in such a short amount of time. So I know I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be back and we're going to talk about this again. If you have any questions or comments, drop it in the comment section of the video. Do me a favor, don't forget to tap the subscribe button, tap the bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. Peace.